technique from modified mount where we actually use our opponent's clothes as a choking device. Now, unleashed close quarters, we tend to roll more no-gi, but there are techniques where we use our opponent's clothing. Now, you might ask the question, okay, when would I really do this? Well, in our colder climates. Yes, we do live in Australia, we live in quite a very hot climate, but in winter, most people are rugged up, okay? And if we look at the actual jumper, there's no real difference as opposed to a gi or a kimono that people wear in jiu-jitsu. We just modify the techniques and make it more applicable to the street. Let's have a look at this one. Alright, let's break that down. We've achieved the mount position. We're going to cause a distraction by implementing strikes. So here I can implement strikes. Maybe what I can do is utilise an Americana or try and forcibly bring his arm to the ground, okay? Most of the time, people, they're going to roll to their side. So as my opponent rolls to the side, I'm going to achieve technical mount by sliding my knee up to my opponent's head, and my foot is going to base nice and close next to his hip. Now, it really depends. We can utilise the hood, or we can actually just use the jacket, okay? So if our opponent is wearing a cold winter jacket and they don't have a hoodie, one technique that I can do from here is I'll actually just use my free arm here to actually open up the jacket. And now that exposes this part where I can insert my thumb. So my other hand is going to come round his head and I'm going to feed it to my hand here. And because if it's a very loose kind of jumper or jacket, I may have to modify it by actually scrunching this thing up to get more bulk and try and actually get the finish. So once I manage to get my hand and my thumb in, my other arm here is going to find the back of his elbow and I'm going to shoot back, and now this hand's going to come over the top of the head. To finish, all I'm doing is I'm pulling with this arm here and I'm chopping down on the back of his head, all right? 5 to 8 seconds, he's unconscious. So a slight modification, if he's wearing a hoodie, I really like this method, is when I'm here, and don't forget we're implementing strikes as well as we're doing it. I can pass this hoodie around while I'm throwing strikes, bang, and then I can feed it to my other hand. So I pull the back of his hoodie, this arm, I feed it to my hand here, okay? From here, this hand's gonna come around, I'm gonna pass it to my other hand. What I've done now is I've got what's like a hangman's noose. So I'm wrapping this hoodie around his neck. Once I get that, then I shoot this arm on the inside of the elbow. It's going to come behind the back of his head. I'm extending my body weight as I pull around his neck and I chop down. Okay, and that's the lapel half Nelson choke from S mount.